Hello YouTube, this is ChardarYuGiOh. We are once again revisiting what I believe is the best deck of the format. We are playing more Eldlich Synchro. We get to go first. We'll start out... I'm going to start with the Cursed Eldland. We're not attacking this turn, so if our opponent ashes or some other hand trap for this, we don't necessarily care. Go ahead and grab Conquistador. Now this is the one we don't want to get at. Grab Jet Synchron. Mill another Jet Synchron. Normal summon. Link Karibo. Effective Jet Synchron. Pitch Eldlich. Special summon the Jet Synchron. Summon Needle Fiber. Effective Needle Fiber. Grab our Desk Bot. Link Cross. Get a couple tokens. We will not chain. Synchro summon into Formula. Get to draw a card. Go ahead and chain Link Karibo here. Ooh, Souls is interesting. Barricade. No effective Barricade. Auroradon. Get some tokens. Use the effect of our Desk Bot. I will not use the effect of Eldlich yet. Effect of Auroradon. Tribute itself, the token. Grab O-Line from deck. Go for SL Synchron. Effect of O-Lion. Make a token. Synchro summon Herald of the Arclight. Synchro summon Forload Savage Dragon. Savage Dragon, target Auroradon. Use Eldlich, send Eldland to grave. Yes, we will summon a zombie. Summon it in defense. No effect of Eldland because our Herald would send it to grave. Set Called By, set Conquistador, and pass the turn. Get through this, opponent. Well, Kaiju and Boral Savage is a very good start to getting through this. Activates Naxter. That's a machine. Yeah, I think that's fine. Machine duplication is definitely not fine. We will negate with Herald. This is Project Ignis. It's the new YGO Pro. It's made by the same people that made Percy. Second machine duplication is that's pretty strong. Summons out a couple Cyber Dragons. Might as well trigger our Despot. Probably will fuse it away. They stopped supporting the YGO Pro Percy platform, but it's not dead. This is just the continuation of it. Summons Infinity. Sure. DevPro died a little while ago. I wonder why they didn't fuse away our Despot. Normal summons core, our opponent just has everything. I guess we have to let that go. As far as I can tell, our opponent still doesn't have a good way to deal with our Eldlich, so we're not completely dead. This is Project Ignis. They have a Discord and a Twitter you can check out. Duelingbook is probably the best one for competitive play, but it is manual, which is somewhat frustrating, especially for newer players. I do like this so far. It's not perfect, but so far it seems very stable, and they do have the actual official pictures, and for the most part they have the official names. A few of the OCG cards are behind, but it's pretty good. Use the effect of Link Kribo. Really trying to get our opponent to negate something other than this Conquistador. Now we have to do it. If our opponent lets this go, we're in really good shape. Nope, they're gonna negate it. Called by... Doesn't actually do anything against the Cyber Dragon deck, because it only counts the original names. Right, attacks over our Eldlich. Activates Rev System. It's in our opponent's grave. Core, Maxter, Core, Maxter. We'll let that go. The only thing that I think is really annoying about Project Ignis is it doesn't have a ranked ladder, which means you get people quitting on you if you're playing a really competitive deck sometimes. Magic is definitely a more popular game. I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I prefer Yu-Gi-Oh! But I would not fault anyone who chose to play Magic for whatever reason. I also play Magic, and Magic Arena is very popular and well supported. There are many benefits to playing Magic Arena. I think the arena tutorial is pretty good. Obviously, like, no game tutorial is going to be perfect. If you look up the site MTG Goldfish, that's a really good site that has a lot of decks. They do budget decks sometimes too that are more accessible to everyone. Okay, so we're going to try to force this needle fiber through, but I highly doubt this is going to do anything. We'll chain block with O-Lion. So our opponent can negate O-Lion if they want with Infinity, but Needle Fiber does get to resolve. Summon out our last Jet Synchron. So if we make Auroradon, our opponent just negates it. I think we go for it anyway. We're not doing anything else. If our opponent negates this, we can probably just concede this. Yeah, opponent negates. We don't have any realistic way of coming back from this. So Cyber Dragons are still really good at breaking boards. Do we side anything? Can make them go first. We have a ton of hand traps to do that. Yeah, I think that's fine. I don't think we change anything here. None of these cards are very strong against what Cyber Dragon's trying to do. Alright, we're going to opt to go second. Have some hand traps, have some Eldlich cards. I think we're okay. The Cyber Dragon deck does play around Nibiru fairly well. Opponent activates Heat Wave. We will negate Cyber Emergency. Opponent sets one and passes. Yeah, I really don't know about that plan because the Eldlich deck is pretty back row heavy. Activates Tuning. Get out our Jet. We mill Souls. Well, we would have liked to have kept Souls. Set Imperm. Set Scarlet. Do we set a monster? Probably not. Pass the turn. So here we have Nibiru if our opponent tries to go off too much. We have Imperm to stop an effect. And Scarlet gets us Eldlich. Flips up Naxter. That's fine. Naxter's probably the least threatening one our opponent could have. Summons a Linkuriboh. Sure. Activates Repair Plant. Yeah, that's fine. Grabs Cyber Dragon Core. We will Imperm Core. Hope our opponent doesn't have two machine dupes again. Summons Anaconda, sure. Pay 2,000. Dump Overload Fusion. Banishes Cyber Dragon, summons Rampage. Chain Scarlet. Summon Eldlich in defense. activates Rampage. Dumps Naxter and hers. Grabs back Naxter. Anaconda, target Eldlich, turn into a dark, and passes the turn. Nothing happened when this is destroyed. No. Switch to attack. Go to battle. Attack over Rampage. Main phase 2. Normal summon the Jet. Special Link Karibo. Opponent's gonna Phantasme. Yeah, that's fine. This makes their hand better, but there's nothing we can do about it. Draws one, shuffles back. Use the Jet, pitch an extra Nibiru. Summon back Jet. Needle Fiber. Activate. Opponent drew a Veiler. Chain our Scarlet. Set Conquistador. Conquistador doesn't target, so that will get us around Phantasme's protection. Anything else we can do? We can summon Link Cross, get a couple more tokens. That doesn't seem worthwhile. I think we just pass and hope our opponent can't kill us. Our opponent pitched in Nibiru, so they might not expect the second one. But also this deck usually gets to Cyber Dragon Infinity before or activates Anaconda. This deck usually gets to Infinity before 5 summons. Dumps Cyberload Fusion. Shuffles the banished ones back to the deck. Gets out Rampage. Chain. Conquistador. It's gonna die anyway. In defense, destroy Rampage. Conquistador dies. So that's one summon. Targets Eldlich, turns it dark. And the main phase goes to battle. Ends the battle phase, doesn't attack. Interesting. So I started playing Arena during the closed beta, so I never actually had to get through that. I'd imagine that is annoying. We go to battle, attack over opponent's monsters before we try to do anything. Attack you can. It takes a lot of time, but if you learn how to do the drafts, you can get you can stack up quite a bit of cards. Our opponent doesn't have an evenly. you can stack up a lot of cards before you run out of drafts. I would focus on doing drafting to add a bunch of cards to your collection to help you build better decks if you're trying to stay free to play. If you do the $5 entry pack, that's still not completely free to play, but it's a really good value too. Normal the O-Lion. We could try to go for a second needle fiber. So drafting is where each player in the draft gets 3 packs, and then you take a card out of your pack and then pass it to the next person, and so on and so on. And you just work your way around a table, usually done with 8, where each player starts with 3 packs, and you build a deck that way. But you get to keep all of the cards that you draft. So it's a good way to build up a lot of cards pretty quickly. To link cross. Our opponent has a Nibiru, which is annoying. But they're doing it in response to link cross effect. Yeah, it's a game mode. Magic Arena doesn't let you do trades yet, and I don't know if they plan on it. So we get to keep our tokens. I'm not sure if our opponent intended that. But we can set our imperm, go to the end phase. Honestly, I have no idea why Yu-Gi-Oh isn't doing something like that either. So there's free programs like this, and then there's the manual one, Duelingbook. But if they had an official one that was continually updated with the new sets, they got kind of close with the Switch game. But there's very clearly demand for it. I think opponent activates another Heat Wave, which is going to limit their plays. I completely agree. Yu-Gi-Oh should have something almost exactly like Magic Arena. Will. Yes, set Aquero. Effective Eldlich. Send Aquero to grave. Go to battle. Attack. I definitely have quite a pretty sizable in real life collection, and I think most of the people who would watch these streams or like my YouTube channel, there's definitely a lot of demand for the real life cards. Right now, there aren't too many places to play because of the pandemic, so the online tournaments have mostly been where it's at. Right, opponent has Galaxy Soldier. Summons Galaxy Soldier. Hello, Predonite. Going to imperm the soldier. So our opponent's going to get to Cyber Dragon Infinity, and that can make it easy for them. Opponent summons hers. Sure. Summons Seer. Also sure. Goes to battle. Effect target itself. Grab our Linkuriboh out of the grave. Summon back Linkuriboh. Back the Linkuriboh. End phase. Use a Scarlet. Grab Eldlich out of the deck. Now if we draw any spell or trap, we just win. That is indeed a spell or trap. Eldlich, pitch Chaquero, target Seeger. Switch this to attack, go to battle, attack them with the Nibiru token. Alright, got game 2. But so far, this Cyber Dragon deck has been kinda scary for what our deck is trying to do. Obviously, our deck is probably more consistent than the Cyber Dragon deck, but Cyber Dragons do still threaten the build-a-board decks pretty effectively. I'm curious if our opponent's going to make us go first or second. Alright, we are going first. We know our opponent has Nibiru and they're playing Cyber Dragons, but we have quite a bit of interaction for them on their turn. So I think we just go for the Synchro play. It almost certainly gets interrupted, and then try to grind them with the Eldlich cards. Grab our Jet Synchron to get a good mill. That's a really good mill. Normal Jet. Linkuriboh. So because we mill Chaquero, we're going to get to a Scarlet anyway, so we can pitch this Scarlet. Summon our Jet. Go for Needle Fiber. Effective Needle Fiber. One's going to Ash Needle Fiber, which is pretty good. Chain Called By. Needle Fiber, grab Deskbot. Now I pitch the Scarlet. It's going to ask us to chain from our graveyard after every step of this. Link Cross. I feel like Link Cross is a pretty busted card. Alright, opponent's going to Valor Link Cross, which is pretty good. So that does somewhat just end our combo. We can tribute this to get back our Linkuriboh, but I don't think we want to do that unless we have to. So, just like we said, set Chaquero, banish Scarlet, set Conquistador, go to the end phase, effective Chaquero, and set Scarlet. So, through our opponent's Ash and Valor, we still went up a card. So we have 6 cards to their 4, especially on a Cyber Dragon. Sure. Opponent fuses away our Deskbot. I probably should have chained the Linkuriboh there. Sets 1. Fuses away our Link Cross. Also sure. Hers goes off. It's gonna grab him back. Cyber Dragon. What you got, opponent? Links into the Anaconda. So we will activate Scarlet. Summon Golden Lord. Hold priority. If our opponent doesn't have a quick effect, we can Conquistador, destroy the Anaconda. So this is the really crazy part of this Eldlich Synchro deck, is even if we do get our entire Synchro play disrupted, we can still just grind them out with the Eldlich cards. Going to attack over Conquistador, that's fine. Go to main and pass the turn. We will not use Hakuero yet. Ooh, another called by is pretty good. Switch Golden Lord to attack, enter battle, attack over Cyber Dragon. Main phase 2. Effective Scarlet. Set another Conquistador. Already have Hakuero. Set evenly. Pass the turn. So now the only thing set called by, the only thing we're kind of soft to isn't evenly, but even then we haven't banished our whole grave yet, and we can chain the called by, chain Conquistador and Hakuero, get some value from that, and we have called by. So overall I think we're in pretty good shape, unless of course our opponent has a machine dupe, in which case we're still probably okay, but a little worse. We will go ahead and use the effect of our Deskbot, hold priority, use the effect of our Linkuriboh. So this interaction with the Deskbot and machine dupe isn't going to come up in any matchup other than this one, but it's still kind of cute to be aware of. Cyber Dragon Nova. So because we have called by, we're going to go ahead and Conquistador here. Normally you want to avoid destroying Cyber Dragon Nova because you really don't want its effect to go off. But in this case, we don't want our opponent getting to an Infinity, because Infinity just sucks up our Eldlich. So we're going to activate Nova. We're going to called by, target Nova. Negate the Nova, and see what our opponent has left. Linkuriboh, Cyber Dragon, hers, sure, and Nibiru is turned on if our opponent goes completely crazy. Gets back Cyber Dragon, end the main, goes to battle. Crashes Linkuriboh, which makes me think they have an evenly. But if they just have evenly, nope. Goes to main phase 2. Special summon Cyber Dragon, sure. What's in our graveyard? Nothing we can use yet. Sure. Opponent ends the turn. So kind of Hakuero here, getting some extra damage. But I really want to save this in case they try to reborn something. So no. Ooh, Souls is strong. Activate Souls. Dump Apprentice. Special summon. Activate Hakuero. Summon. Banish. Not from our own graveyard. I guess banish hers. That might be wrong, but I'm not entirely sure what the best thing to banish there would be. Effect of Souls. Dump both our traps. Draw a couple cards. That was very strong drawing. Activate Tuning. Grab the Jet. Dump Cursed Land. Okay, that doesn't really matter. Normal the Jet. Needle Fiber. Activate Needle Fiber. Grab and O-line, and opponent scoops it up. Okay. So we were going to get our entire combo there, and with the 4 load and other cards. So that was, do not blame our opponent there for scooping, and we'll try to find another game. You were talking earlier about Konami not making a real online Yu-Gi-Oh game. They did make Duel Links. I know Duel Links is making Konami add a lot of money right now, so they probably want to focus on that. But I do completely agree, especially now that Magic Arena has been so successful and that we're in the middle of a pandemic and fewer people are playing in person, that them not having a real online platform is probably a significant missed opportunity. Alright. We have a new game. And we will go first. So anytime we open either Tuning or Jet Synchron, we have our entire Synchro combo. Only having 2 Scarlets is pretty weak for Eldlich plays. But we will activate Tuning, grab the Jet, mill another Jet. That's pretty disappointing. Summon the Karibo. Activate Jet, pitch Scarlet, summon back the Jet, and now we do have Scarlet plus a Scarlet Engrave. It's going to get us to Conquistador, so we will have most of our Eldlich plays. Needle Fiber, effect of Needle Fiber. Alright, opponent has Ash. So in that case, we will activate Elixir, set Conquistador, set Scarlet, and pass the turn. We'll activate Scarlet, grab out Eldlich. So now, even though our main combo is disrupted, we have Nibiru, Veiler, and Conquistador with a Scarlet Engrave. So we're in pretty fine shape. Jet Synchron being able to get your Eldlich engine into the graveyard to get that rolling as well is just a really disgusting synergy for how consistent this deck is. Opponent activates Lost World. Alright. Gonna activate Fossil Dig, sure. Grabs Miscellaneous, which is gonna make our Veiler a lot worse. Special summons Pankratops. Lost World triggers. Gives us a token. Activates Miscellaneous. So if we chain Conquistador here, they'll just tribute the Pankratops and blow it up. So our opponent's hand is very well set up to counter what we're trying to do. Miscellaneous from Grave, sure. Argosaurus. So this is a new card from Eternity Code, and I haven't actually played against the dinosaur deck since they got this card. So this lets them destroy a dino from hand or their field and search a reptile, sea serpent, or winged beast with the same original level as the one they destroyed, or it can search an evolution pill, which is obviously a very powerful interaction. So they get to destroy baby, get double evolution pill, and tribute the baby. And then they disconnected, which is very disappointing because I was excited to see how that turn was going to go. We will jump back in, but I wanted to see what the dinosaur deck can do these days. So I don't necessarily know if they just quit, which is possible, but that's another advantage to playing on either Duelingbook or this hypothetical official server that we were talking about, because Duelingbook has a ranked ladder, so people are incentivized to continue playing. Like if you have a rank, even if the ranking is fairly arbitrary, it doesn't matter in like grand scheme of things. No one really cares about your Duelingbook rank. I suppose some people probably do. But if you're playing ranked, you're incentivized to play out the whole game and try to win, rather than concede as soon as you see a deck that you don't like. Alright, so we drew the Deskbot, which is unfortunate. We don't actually have a way to start synchro play, so we are all in on these Eldlich cards and Valor and Impermanence Disruptions. So we activate Eldland. Opponent Ash is there, which I don't... It's not bad, but I don't think it's terribly exciting. I don't really want to give up this Imperm just to put Eldlich in the grave, so I'm just going to set the Imperm and then hope Imperm and Valor are enough to get us through the next turn. After this, we have Eldland's effect again, plus a card, plus a draw. The opponent sets one and passes. Maybe our opponent's hand was also pretty underwhelming. We'll try this again, pay 100. Right, this is gonna go off, grab Akero. Effect, target our opponent's back row. Called by targeting Eldlich. That's unfortunate, to say the least. Pass again. Banish Haquero. Set Elixir. And pass the turn. Alright, so our opponent just has Ashes and Called Bys. We have a good chance. Oh, opponent's also playing Dinos. Summons the Archosaur. We will Valor, target the Archosaur. Alright, opponent doesn't have the Miscellaneous. Summons Linkrevo. Sure. Goes to battle. Attacks. We will activate Scarlet. Summon out Golden Lord. Its effects are negated, but that's obviously not going to matter. Drop a turn. Get another hand trap. Activate Eldland. Search up Conquistador. Switch to attack, enter battle. Attack Linkrevo. No replay. Main phase 2. So the Dino deck does very commonly play evenly. So I think I'm only going to use the effect of the Sanguine, and I'm not going to set the Conquistadors in our hand. Set a Conquistador. And pass the turn. So now we have Ash, Imperm, Conquistador. Opponent special summons Pankratops. That's pretty good. normal summons Overraptor. We will chain Ash. Does our opponent have Miscellaneous? If they do, they didn't use it. Ash resolves, goes to battle. Well, we're going to activate the Conquistador. Conquistador resolves. We will destroy the Pankratops. So our opponent had to know we were destroying Pankratops, so this Overraptor must be very important. Overraptor attacks into Eldlich, which to me screams that they have an evenly. But they already let us get our value from... Oh, just summons Ultimate Conductor. Okay, we can deal with Ultimate Conductor, that's fine. Can we deal with Ultimate Conductor? We can, but I'm not sure if the best way to do it is. Normal summon Deskbot. So I'm just going to do it here. In that case, we'll just infirm it. Needle Fiber. Effect. Grab a Jet, because we already have Deskbot. Link Cross. Make some tokens. Synchro Formula. Draw a card. Opponent activates Nibiru. This token is going to be massive. 7175 token. Well, in that case, activate Cursed Eldland. Search up Aquero. Activate Eldlich, send Eldland. Special summon Eldlich. No effect of Cursed Eldland. We want to keep our last one in the deck. Attack. Over Nibiru. Opponent takes 500. Main takes 2. And opponent scoops it up. Alright. Against Dinos. We'll bring in evenly over. Okay. I guess I get over called by because our opponent's probably going to go first. We will try that. I'm still not necessarily sure what the end board of the new Dino deck with the Argosaur is. So I want to be careful not to side in anything that's just completely dead against them. Overraptor, we will try to infirm it. If they have Miscellaneous, then they just get to go on. Our opponent seems to be really bad at drawing Miscellaneous source. Overraptor pass. I like that. I like that a lot. Tuning. Grab the Jet. So here I'm going to wait on the Eldland to see if our opponent has disruptions, because I want to be able to attack in case they don't. Jet, Pitch, Scarlet. Summon Needle Fiber. Effective Needle Fiber. Grab our Deskbot. If you asked me a few years ago if a Deskbot would be a key part of a top tier deck, I would not have said yes. Effective Link Cross. Get some tokens. Synchro into Formula. Draw a card. One's going to veer here. Sure. Get a much smaller token this time. Eldland. Activate Eldland. Search up Conquistador. Activate Souls, dump Apprentice. Special Summon Souls. Activate. Send Eldland and the Conquistador opponent knows about. Draw some cards. Eldland goes off. Dump Eldlich. Set Haquero. Effective Eldlich. Send Haquero. We would like to special summon you. Enter battle. Attack. Go ahead and use ChardarYGO here. We're holding off from the Scarlet because we don't want our back row to get evenly. Attack with ChardarYGO. Main 2, no evenly. Activate Scarlet. Set Conquistador. So remember, this is through Nibiru. Like, our opponent disrupted our entire main combo, and we're still ending on all of this. We're only going to use one effect again. Play around evenly and conserve resources. Set Scarlet. Scarlet doesn't actually do anything right now because our second Eldlich is in hand, but our opponent doesn't need to know that. And if they want to waste resources killing our back row, we are fine with letting them. And opponent scoops it up. Alright. We'll keep going, try to find our last opponent of the day. So something I've noticed is the Adamantipator deck always makes or gets to the Kawaki Miru Guardian super easy, and then this deck just doesn't seem to be stopped by Nibiru. So I'm starting to question if Nibiru was really the way to be fighting against these decks, or if you'd be better off with Dark Ruler no more. We will go first. We have Tuning Elman. This hand is very good. We'll activate Tuning. Grab Jet. Mill another Tuning. That's fine. Our mills are never too good with this. Special Link Karibo. Effective Jet, pitch Aquero. Go into Needle Fiber. Effect. Grab our Desktop. Summon Link Cross. Try to get some tokens. Formula, draw card, get our second O-Lion. That's actually really bad for us. So this can only get Mecha Phantom Beast from the deck. So from here I'm actually not sure where our combo can go. We'll find out. Summon Link Karibo. Summon Barricade. No effective Barricade. Auroradon. Effective Auroradon. Get some tokens. I'm thinking maybe we should have used the Barricade's effect to pitch an O-Lion. So if we pitch an O-Lion, we can banish it, summon the other O-Lion, still get to a 5. So that might have been a misplay. Actually, that was almost certainly a misplay. We can tribute 3 tokens, search a trap. That doesn't seem worthwhile. We have Aquero, which can get to Scarlet, so we'll go ahead, Eldland, 800. Grab Conquistador. Synchro into Herald. Set Conquistador. Go to end phase. Effective Aquero. Set Elixir. And pass the turn. Okay, so we found out how things can go somewhat wrong with this deck is if you draw both your O-Lions, but I'm pretty sure pitching the second one off the Barricade would have let us keep going. Alright, opponent's gonna upstart. We will take 1,000 life points. Activates Hornet. Oh, opponent's playing Sky Striker. Alright, here we will Elixir. So we don't want to do this immediately in case we do get even lead, or we want to chain it. But once our opponent commits to the board, we want to have Conquistador up. Summons Hayate. Enters battle. Well, we will blow up Hayate, or try to. Effect, destroy Hayate. Now our opponent's gonna need double evenly. Nope, just passes. Sets one. Okay, it's terraforming. We will go ahead and Ash terraforming. We don't want our opponent getting to area 0. Opponent has a Widow Anchor, targeting Arclight. Well, we're not going to tribute the Arclight to make it a Widow Anchor. Opponent already has an area 0. Alright. I'm still not sure what this gets them with Engage Band. Normal summons a Crow. Area 0, target Crow. They had to have drawn that, or they'd have targeted some of our Eldlich cards. Grabs a Ray. They already normaled the Crow. Sure. And opponent scoops it up. Okay, they were definitely dead there. Against this deck, I think we want all of the back row removal. Maybe Cosmics aren't necessary. Ash seems good. I feel like this deck isn't going to play into Nibiru if we can go down those. Called By is really good because it takes the Ray out of the grave. Maybe Lightning Storm isn't where we want to be. Just even these? Is that enough? Veiler hits Shizuku and Kagari. Ash hits Shizuku. Yeah, we'll try it like this. So there was a Sky Striker list that topped the PPG recently, but I haven't seen many people talking about it or what it does. I feel like the Eldlich deck has to just be more powerful. So the Sky Striker deck might be more flexible and can play around different things, but toe-to-toe I would rather have a Eldlich engine, especially with a Synchro package, than Sky Striker cards without Engage. Opponent is definitely taking their time side decking. Alright. Opponent is letting us go first. Double Eldland with the Golden Lord already is not exciting at all. Activate Tuning. Search up Jet. Mill Veiler. Normal Jet. Link Karibo. Activate Eldland. Pay 800. Search up against this deck. Claro feels more important. So we'll search up Conquistador. Effective Jet, discard Conquistador. Summon Jet. Needle Fiber. Effect. Grab our Deskbot. Summon the Cross. Effect. 2 tokens. Formula. Effect Formula, draw card. Link Karibo, tribute our token. Barricade. Do we want to pitch the Golden Lord? Maybe? Might as well. Try pitching our Golden Lord. See where we can get with that. Summon Auroradon. Effective Auroradon. Grab a token, grab a token, grab a token. Effective our Despot. Now our opponent has to have Nibiru here, or we're going to get our Herald up. So we won't get any value from Eldland's effect, but we are pretty okay with that. Tribute Auroradon and a token. Grab O-Lion. That's what we couldn't do last time. Go into a Cell Synchron. We will use the effect of O-Lion. Summon a token. Go into Boral Savage. Effect of Boral Savage. Target Auroradon. Equip itself. Use Eldlich. Send Eldland to grave. Special summon a zombie. Almost always going to be Eldlich. No effect of Eldland because the Herald would cause us to just banish it. Set Haquero. And end phase. Effect of Conquistador. Set a Scarlet. Resolve Barricade, add Eldland back to hand. The interaction would be more powerful if we didn't already have one, but it's something to keep in mind that you can do. Opponent has a Rhoda, that's fine. Grabs a Ray. Normal's Ray. Activates Rose, sure. Special summons Rose. Links into Zeke. Targets Boral Savage. I think we will negate that. Remove a blow counter. Opponent has Widow Anchor for the Savage. Do we let that go? I almost think we can let that go. So we lose this on the turn and one of them more negates, but we'll get it back. Then Herald. Yeah, we'll let that go. Save our Herald negate. Jamming Waves targets Eldlich. Chain Eldlich. Grab another Eldlich from the deck. Activates Mystic Mine. Well, Chain Herald did that because we don't really have any main deck outs to it. Negate Mystic Mine. Desires. Sure, can't do anything about it. So we are seeing some of the power of the Sky Striker deck. It's definitely still like not where I want to be this format, but it feels pretty strong. Summons Hayate. I think we will Valor Hayate. So our opponent can still Shizuku or Kagari if they want to, but that's not anywhere near as powerful as what was going to happen. Opponent can't attack. Link summons into Kagari. Effective Kagari. Target Widow Anchor. Activate Hakuero. Will banish the Widow Anchor. Activates Afterburners. Targets the one that can't be destroyed. Sure. Opponent definitely should have targeted the other one. And opponent shame scoops. Okay, so this match definitely could have gotten played out. Our opponent wasn't dead anytime soon, but we have the Eldland in hand, and our entire Eldlich package is just going to snowball, and I'm pretty sure we can outgrind the Sky Striker deck. If for no other reason, our monsters are huge and can't be destroyed by card effects, so the Sky Striker deck is going to struggle to deal with them. That brings us to the end of our stream. Thank you for hanging out. Revoidy, appreciate all your questions. It's good talking to you. I will see everyone again on Monday, and thank you very much.